3 flashpoints, 3 giant military powers, and a world standing on the edge of the largest war in modern history. Israel is bombing Lebanon again. Iran has deployed its war fleet in the Strait of Hormuz. And China, for the first time in history, has sent 2 aircraft carriers simultaneously into disputed waters. The question is no longer whether a major conflict will happen. The question is, who will survive? Welcome to Last Military Zone. Today, we break down the 3 most dangerous military crises on the planet and compare the combat power of the countries involved. Data. Facts. No nonsense. On February 14, 2026, the Israel Defense Forces launched Operation Iron Tempest, the largest air operation since the 2006 Lebanon War. More than 340 airstrikes in the first 72 hours. Targets: Hezbollah weapons depots in the Bekaa Valley, underground tunnels in South Beirut, and fuel depots at the port of Tripoli. Here are the numbers you need to understand. Israel currently operates 612 active combat aircraft, including 75 F-35 IRGC units, the deadliest version of the 5th-generation stealth fighter. Their Iron Dome air defense system has an interception rate of 94.3% according to the Tel Aviv Defense Strategy Institute report, Q1 2026. On the other side, Hezbollah is no ordinary enemy. The group, which now de facto controls parts of Lebanon, is estimated to possess more than 150,000 rockets and missiles of various calibers, including Iranian-made Fateh 110 precision missiles with a range of 300 kilometers. But Hezbollah's strength is not in the air. Their strength lies underground. A tunnel network stretching more than 1,200 kilometers, built over 2 decades, and this is what frustrates Israel. Civilian casualties have already surpassed 4,700 according to OCHA reports as of March 1, 2026. International pressure is mounting, but Israel is not stopping. Why? Because they know if Hezbollah is not neutralized now, the threat from the north will be far greater when Iran moves. The Strait of Hormuz, only 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. Yet through this waterway flows 20% of the world's oil supply every single day. Block this route, and the global economy collapses within weeks. And that is exactly what Iran is threatening. On March 3, 2026, the IRGC Navy, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, conducted a massive military exercise called Exercise Zulfikar 1404. What makes America nervous is not the number of ships, but what lies beneath the surface. Iran operates 19 submarines, including 3 modernized Russian-built Kilo-class units and dozens of Ghadar-class mini-submarines that are extremely difficult to detect in the shallow waters of Hormuz. They also possess Nor anti-ship missiles, derivatives of the Chinese C-802, with a 200 kilometers range and terminal maneuvering capability that complicates American Aegis systems. America responded. USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest nuclear aircraft carrier in the world, sailed toward the Persian Gulf together with Carrier Strike Group 12. Total deployment: 1 aircraft carrier, 2 Arleigh Burke destroyers, 1 Ticonderoga cruiser, 2 nuclear submarines, and more than 90 combat aircraft. On paper, America wins decisively. Superior technology, superior tonnage, superior firepower. But Iran is not playing on the same field. They are playing asymmetrically. Hundreds of armed speedboats, kamikaze drones, naval mines, and the ability to shut down the strait within hours if war truly breaks out. The economic cost of closing the Strait of Hormuz for even 1 week? The World Bank projects losses of $1.2 trillion to the global economy, based on simulations published in the Global Economic Security Review, February 2026. This is not about who wins on the battlefield. It is about who can endure losses the longest. While the world focuses on the Middle East, something enormous is moving in the Pacific. On February 20th, 2026, the People's Liberation Army Navy plan for the first time deployed 2 aircraft carriers simultaneously in a single combat formation. Liaoning and Shandong moved toward the South China Sea. Meanwhile, their third carrier, Fujian, China's first aircraft carrier equipped with electromagnetic catapults, conducted its first live combat trial in the Western Pacific. This is not a routine exercise. This is a message. China's Navy now possesses 371 active warships, outnumbering the United States, which has 296. But numbers are not everything. America still leads in total tonnage, power projection capability, and combat experience. China answers with speed. In the last 5 years, they have launched more warships than all European navies combined. They also operate the DF-21D missile, nicknamed the Carrier Killer, with a range of 1,500 kilometers, specifically designed to destroy American aircraft carriers. Taiwan reacted sharply. Air defense systems were fully activated. America ordered USS Ronald Reagan and USS Carl Vinson into standby positions. Japan and Australia issued a joint statement calling China's maneuvers a threat to regional stability. Beijing does not care. They have already crossed the point where international opinion becomes an obstacle. Now, let's place all of this in a bigger context. Who is actually the strongest player on the world military chessboard in 2026? United States, Global Firepower Strategic Index 2026, score 0.0712. Defense budget, $886 billion US. Active personnel, 1.39 million. Combat aircraft, 1,749 units. Aircraft carriers, 11 nuclear-powered units. Nuclear warheads, 5,500. America remains unmatched in global power projection. But fighting a war on 2 fronts simultaneously? That is a test they have not faced since World War II. China, score 0.0914. Defense budget, $293 billion US. Actual estimate believed to be 3x higher. Active personnel, 2.035 million, largest in the world. Fighter aircraft, 1,571 units. Warships, 371 units. Nuclear warheads, 410, and still increasing. China is a rising power. They are not yet equal to America, but the gap is narrowing faster than anyone predicted. Russia, score 0.0830. Angren Pertahanen, $109 US million. Melanjak 68% Sajak 2022. Personnel active, 115 Judah. Tank, 4.173 unit active, Turbosar D Dunya. Hululetic Knuckler, 6.257, Turbosar D Dunya. Ruzha Sedang Verdara D Ukraina. Tapi Arsenal Knuckler Marika Membuit Semua Pehak Berpikir Dua Kali Sebelum Bertindak Terlalu. India, score 0.1023. Defense budget, $81.4 billion US. Active personnel, 1.455 million, second largest. Aircraft carriers, 2 units. Fighter aircraft, 632 units. India plays smart, siding with neither the West nor China. But in the Indo-Pacific region, they're a player that cannot be ignored. Israel, scores 0.2596. Defense budget, $27.5 billion, 4.5% of GDP, highest in the world. Active personnel, 173,000. F-35 Idir, 75 units. Nuclear system, 90 warheads, not officially acknowledged. Israel is small in size, but its per capita combat power surpasses almost every country in the world. They are a very sharp scalpel in the Middle East. Iran scores 0.2269. Defense budget, $9.9 billion. Active personnel, 525,000. Military drones, more than 3,000 units of various types. Ballistic missiles, range up to 2,000 kilometers. Iran is poor in terms of budget figures, but rich in asymmetric strategy. They are masters of proxy warfare who have proven capable of shaking the Middle East without deploying a single soldier. We are witnessing something unseen in the last 3 decades. 3 major military crises happening almost simultaneously, involving powers deeply connected geopolitically. Israel attacks Lebanon because it knows Iran is under pressure. Iran challenges America in Hormuz because it knows Washington's focus is divided between the Pacific and the Middle East. And China moves in the Pacific because it knows this is the rarest moment in history, when all major powers are distracted at the same time. This is not a coincidence. This is geopolitical calculus planned for years. Will the world fall into global war? Not necessarily. Nuclear powers create enormous barriers to full escalation, but the gray zone between peace and war is becoming narrower and more dangerous. One thing is certain, the world that emerges from this crisis will not be the same world that entered it. This is last military zone. If this analysis opened your eyes, hit the like button now. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss a single update on the global military crisis. And leave a comment. In your opinion, which conflict is the most dangerous for Indonesia? Until the next video, stay alert, stay informed.
Watch me, watch me.